Okay, so if you don't believe in yourself, then you are done before you even start. So if you don't believe that you can go anywhere with this business and do whatever you want with it, then this is not for you. You have to believe in yourself in order to get anywhere with this business. Please, Lay. Okay, so it cannot be just about the money. It has to be about the person that you become while you're building this business. So like for me, before I even started this, I'm not even gonna lie, I was an awful person. Like I was mean. I thought mean stuff about other people. I thought bad things about myself. Like I was just, because I was unhappy. I wanted everyone else around me to be unhappy. So if you are not becoming a better person by doing this, then yeah, so it can't be just about money, because this business is based on you, like your personal journey, and it's sharing that with everybody else. So and you have to have fun. If this is not fun for you, then you're not that passionate about it. So like when Michelle calls me and she asks me what I'm doing, she already knows what I'm doing. And she's like, can you please stop working? Because that's all I want to do. Like I love it that much and I enjoy doing it. Like I wake up and it's like my child, like my other child. Like I have to do it and I love it and I just enjoy it. It's fun. It doesn't feel like work, and that's how your job should be. So number one, she dances with the fears. So you have to be comfortable with uncertainty. Don't think about what's coming next. Just believe in yourself. Your business is going to be a roller coaster. Some days are going to be good. Some days are going to be awful. Some days you're going to be so happy. Some days you're going to cry probably. So like not every day is going to be good. People are going to ignore you or people are going to sign up. It's going to be a roller coaster and you have to just go with it and you can't let that stop you. You have to love your business when it's not doing well. Like you can't just love it when people are signing up and people are responding to you. That's great, but you have to love it even when people aren't responding to you. People are hating on you. Like you have to, your passion for it has to be so strong that you have to love it when it's not doing the best, because it's going to happen. And jumping out of your comfort zone, things that scare the shit out of you, do it, because that's where growth comes in. And I even struggle with it. And Ashley tells me at least once a week, you have to get out of your comfort zone in order to grow with this business. So I know a lot of my girls they hate Instagram stories, and I honestly still do too. And they scared me at first because I would like go back and like I stalk myself more than anybody, I think. And I go back and watch them, and then I'll see the people that are watching them, and I'll know like that girl's judging me, that girl's saying this, but like you can't think about that. Things that scare you and posting about scary things, like that's where growth comes in, and that's where you're going to grow your business. Number two, she jumps before she has a net. You have to trust yourself. You have to jump before you know all the answers. It doesn't matter how much you know or how many or what's the best invite to send or what's the best post or whatever. It's how bad you actually want this. We have all the tools to do it. Literally every single tool to be a 6-figure top coach. But if you don't want this bad enough, then it's not going to go anywhere. Say yes and figure it out after. This was going to be the year of yeses. Anytime there was an opportunity, say yes and figure it out as you go. Publish before you create, make it public. So for me, like I will post things on social media for public accountability. Like when I paused my journey and completely messed up, and I made that public to everybody because that's what held me accountable. So make things public to other people because you're going to hold yourself accountable and people are going to see that. So
I'm on a team call. Well, I'm making dinner.
Publish it. Sorry, I had to mute you. Stop waiting until you have all the answers because you're never going to have all the answers. Like not even top coaches, right? Don't have it all figured out. Like we learn stuff every single day. Number 3, invest in you. This is like the biggest thing ever. And it's hard to realize it at first, especially if you're struggling financially. Personal development, everybody knows this, like that is number one. You have to have personal development in your life in order to grow your business, and just grow as a human being. Like I couldn't function without personal development. It gets me through every single day. Events. So I know Ashley and Allie, they just went to their first event, and they can probably tell you that it was changed, like it changed everything. They both texted me after and was like, I am so excited to do this. Like it lights a fire in your belly. Like Summit, when I first went, last year, I wasn't working the business before I went, and Ashley was like, just go, just go, just go. It's gonna be so fun. You're gonna learn a ton. I was completely broke. I put everything on my credit card, and I do not regret any of it. It was the best investment I've ever made. I came back and was on fire. That's when I hit diamond. Like I was just ready to go, because it shows you like all these different people and how no coach is the same and anybody can do this. And that like really proved to me that I could do this, and so could everybody else on my team. So that's really when I started signing coaches and really getting into this business. When you believe you're worth it, so will everybody else. So that kind of helped me this month reading or listening to this, because we have this new boot camp coming out, and I've had a ton of past challengers who wanted to be in the boot camp, and it was really hard to tell them that they had to follow the program. So like order Shakeology, order the Recover and Energize line. So go get your iPad, please. And the girl Angie, she really like focused on, you are worth it. Like the $160, you guys, that is nothing. We are worth so much more than that. So if people can invest $160 into you, or the $99 for their Shakeology, then I'm gonna go crazy. If you don't think you're worth that much and they feel that from you, then they're not gonna buy it. They're not gonna invest in you. And if they don't want to invest in you, then they're not worth your time. We are worth so much. Investing in you. So with workout clothes, guys, that is part of your work uniform. Like I know when I worked at a bank, I had to go buy dress pants, heels, nice shirts. This is your business. You have to invest in workout clothes. This is our work uniform. Post cute pictures, invest in you. Like I got this light, and it's literally a game changer. I think it was like $90 on Amazon. But it's worth it. There's so many different things you can invest in. Number 4 is be decisive and responsible as heck. So take responsibility. Don't blame anyone or anything but you. You can't blame the weather. You can't blame your dog. You can't blame your kids. You can't blame how your day went at work. You have to blame yourself. So if you choose not to do something, it's because of you. You made the choice not to. You can't blame anybody else for that. And you can't blame the people that aren't signing up or the people that aren't responding to you. That can't decide how your day is going to go. If you clog the toilet, you're going to be in trouble. You have to be honest with yourself. I'm sorry, guys. This is my life. No excuses though, right? I'll look at it in a minute. I'm almost done. I have 3 things left. So be honest with yourself, guys. Like at the end of the day, sit down and say, like, did I do everything I could to move my business forward? Or am I going to sit there and complain about where I am? So like, if you are not where you want to be, you have to ask yourself every single day, have I done everything? Have I drank my shake? Have I worked out yet? Have I invited people? Have I followed up with people? Have I posted on social media? Have I been active on my Instagram stories? Like you have to be honest with yourself, and really like completely ask yourself that. And if you're not doing those things, then it comes back to you. You have to blame yourself for that. Number 5, your why has to be bigger than your life problems. So you have a why. So when you first started, that is why you got started. There was obviously something that got you, into this, and everybody has a why. And you needed to figure that out as soon as you became a coach. So and you have to stay committed to it. Like mine's written everywhere. I have sticky notes. It's on my computer. It's on my phone. It's on every single notebook I own. Like it has to be so strong that nothing else can come between that. Your vision has to be bigger than money. So if you're not happy now, guys, if you're not making the money you want to be making, you're not going to be happy when you are making the money. So like if you're not happy doing it now, imagine if when you're making 6 figures, that's not going to change anything. You have to fall in love with the journey and the business, and the money will come. It will come. I promise you. But you're not going to be happy when it's there if you're not happy now. Do it when you don't feel like it. There are days that I don't want to work. There are days I don't want to stay up past 8 o'clock. Like that's my problem. I'm not a night person, but I have to force myself to do it because that's where growth comes in. When you don't feel like doing something, or you're too tired, or you just worked 40 hours that week, or you worked a 12-hour shift, that's the time that you want to push even harder. You have to do it when you don't feel like it. Stuff's always going to come up. People are going to come in between that. If you have a boyfriend, or if friends want to go out, you have to decide what's more important. I'm not saying don't go out with your friends and don't have fun, but the time where you have the opportunity to do something, take advantage of it, because you're going to thank yourself in the long run. Number 6 is be resourceful when shit hits the fan. Things are not always going to go your way, no matter what. Things are not always going to go your way. People are not going to respond to you. People are not going to sign up. And one thing that happened last week is, and I'm like so proud of myself, so I'm going to share it with you guys. This girl blasted my entire business on Facebook. And even a couple months ago, I probably would have cried. I would have called Michelle and like completely turned off and went in my bed and cried and fell asleep. Like I wouldn't have kept going. And this time, like she posted all of my messages on Facebook and just put me on blast. It was awful, and I really it is upsetting, but all I could do was laugh. Okay. All I could do was laugh. Like stuff is going to happen. People are going to be so mean, but those are the people that need it the most. And that's how I think of it. Like I honestly just laughed at her. You went out of your way to screenshot every single message I've sent you, put it in a collage, and then tag my website. Like that takes time and effort. So I just sat there and laughed at her. Like, I'm glad you have that much time to do that. You could have been doing a 30-minute workout. Like those are the people that need it the most. They need personal development. They need support and love. So just laugh at them, because you never know. Maybe they'll be your next coaches or challengers. Everything is figure outable. So if something doesn't go right, there's a way to fix it. If your invite's not working that month, or whatever you're doing is not working that month, or stuff in your challenge group, people aren't being active in it, there's stuff you can do about it. So when stuff doesn't go your way, you can't just completely like shut off, like, okay, I'm not good at this, it's not working. There's stuff to resolve the problem. You can change up what you're doing. The last thing is be consistent as heck. Commit every single day, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's 2 hours, do something, guys. A post will take 30 seconds. And if it takes any longer, then you don't want to post it. You have to think that hard to the point where like you don't want to post because it takes that much effort and time out of your day. You're not posting the right stuff. So the least you can, if you're going to take the day off, at least post on social media. Stay active and just show up every single day. People watch you, and that is like the number one thing. If you're a new coach and you're like, people aren't signing up with me, keep showing up. I can't tell you enough how long it's taken me to get one person. The other day, this girl, I've been messaging her, I think for like 6 months, or when I first started coaching, she finally said yes to me because she's gaining that trust with me. She's seeing I show up every single day. She sees how important this is to me, and people have to gain that trust with you. Like, I'm sure with whoever you signed up with, you've watched her for so long. Like, you watched her work out on her Instagram stories every day. You watched her post about what this is doing for her. Like, you had to build that trust with her in order to believe that you could do it too. Okay. You have all the tools in the world. I will in a minute. Go eat your cake. I gave her cake so she would be quiet, and it did not work. You have all of the tools in the world. Like, you have Ashley as all of our uplines. She is like the best person ever. Like, she has given us all of the tools. Your coach has given you all the tools. I've given you all the tools to be successful. So it's not like you have everything to do. It's what you do with it is what matters. So just show up every day, guys, and stick with it when people give up. I've had so many coaches. I can't hear if you're talking because you're muted. I've had so many coaches quit, and I would get that email that said they filled out their coach cancellation form, and I would be upset. But you have to keep going. If I quit when my coaches quit and when people didn't believe in me, I would have quit the first day I started coaching. Like, you have to stick around when other people don't. So, oh man. So yeah, just show up every single day. Even if people aren't in your challenge group, even if, I remember my first challenge group I ran, I don't think anybody's on here that was in it now. Nobody showed up, but I would post in that challenge group every single day. I would talk to myself. Like, I would make videos for my, like, and just sit there and talk to myself. I would talk on my Instagram stories to myself. Like, I still do it. You have to show up when nobody else does, because you're in this for you, and you just want to share that with everybody else. It doesn't matter who's along with you. So, I know Michelle wanted to talk to you guys. I guess it kind of leads on to, being consistent and posting and stuff like that. So I'm going to let you talk. Let me mute myself.
I was saying you just got to give it everything you got. So her and I, well, so my husband, he listens to these calls in the background, and he doesn't really say much besides that he says that he hears this constant theme of when he hears top coaches speak on either if it's ours or Ashley's, or if I'm listening to the National Wake Up Call. At the end of the day, people say, okay, so like, how did you become so successful? He's like, everybody literally says, I just gave it everything I got. And I started laughing hysterically because he was like, he wasn't mocking, but like kind of, he's just like, you got to give everything you got. You just, I just gave it everything I got. And I'm like, it's funny and it's hilarious, but we make this business so much more complicated than it really needs to be, because at the end of the day, we really just need to give it everything we got, whether that's 10 minutes, 10 hours a day, 10 seconds. I mean, that's the beauty of it. Look how cute she is.
Hi. My name is Smudgy Bear, and I'm not as bad as Layla, and I don't clog the toilet because I poop outside.
Okay, sorry. So, all right. So I'm doing a new training online with a girl. She's from the UK. She's awesome. She's 21 years old. She's a 6-figure earner. She is not in Beachbody, which is why I reached out to her for her training, because I wanted something different. I wanted something that's outside of the box of what we learn, so I can learn new things on the Instagram end, so then I can share it with Olivia, and then on team calls like this, I can share what I learned from that with you guys. So her name is Lauren Tickner, Tickner, And she's, like I said, she's from London. She is a health and fitness coach for macros, and she teaches people how to do that online. So I could kind of connect to her in that way about the fitness portion. So I reached out to her and I joined her training that takes as long as I can go through the modules. So I've learned a lot. So the biggest thing that I learned last week when I started was about consistent posting, and not just being consistent, but with your posts, it needs to be a powerful post. She calls it the PP, the powerful post, meaning you need to have every post that you make should be about something that deals and relates to what your business is about and your why. So, hold on, let me grab my paper real quick. Shoot. Okay. So she was saying, what's the difference between like a successful person coach versus a non-successful person coach? So she drew this. I had one pre-made. Okay, so it's called the why, which we always talk about our whys, right? So I'm just going to use myself as an example. So my why is I am a registered nurse and I want to teach other women about health and fitness, and I eventually want to quit my job. Okay. So is that backwards, or can you read that? Yeah. Okay. So in life, the non-successful people always start with the what, the how, and then the why. So we want to do it backwards. We want to start with our why, how we do it, and what we have to offer. Okay. So my why is I want to teach fitness to women that are craving something more, reaching out to other nurses like Sarah that, like I love Sarah so much. I think if I didn't meet her through social media, I don't even think that I probably would have ever met her. And I'm like so grateful because she just I don't know. I could go on a tangent about Sarah, but I got to stay on track. So my why is to meet other people like Sarah, a nurse, or anybody that's also have had health issues in the past, that I can provide some type of help as being a nurse with that, along with incorporating Beachbody into their life to help them. So the how would be, oh, you guys, this is like having children. What the hell? Stop it. At least I can put them in a cage. I can't put Layla in a cage. So that's my why. Teach women about health and fitness. Okay. My how. How am I going to do this? How are you going to help the other Jennas, the other Sarahs, the other Brittnys in this world? How are you going to do this? So how are you going to do that is by helping them do their meal plan. I feel like you can't see my face. You're going to help them with their meal plan. You're going to help them with how to calculate their meal plan, where they can find their workouts, how they're going to incorporate this to equal their what. So what do you get out of doing those things? You're going to gain self-confidence. You're going to lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, you can do the gaining or the maintaining. I mean, the what is the end result. So other people that are not successful always start with, hey, do you want to lose like 5 to 15 pounds? Okay, well, how? Oh, well, I'm a health and fitness coach, and so that's what I do. Okay, well, why are you doing that? So does that kind of make sense of how it's going from the outside in? Whereas if you watch my posts, or if you read my posts or watch my Instagram stories, I always say my why is that I want financial freedom. I want other people to have financial freedom that hate their stupid job, that feel worthless and can't have their own raises. They have to rely on their corporate job. So if I always start out with my why, that catches somebody's attention, okay? And then they're like, well, wait, you're going to help me quit my job? Well, how are you going to do that? So there it goes. There's my why. There's the how. How are you going to help me quit my job? And then, okay, what am I going to get out of it? You're going to quit your job. You're going to earn 6 figures as long as you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. And you're going to lose weight and focus on yourself along with it. So that's what I have hanging up in my room is this, that I want to keep reminding myself that I'm always starting with my why, no matter what. So that's my little, I don't even know what it would be called, but okay. So that was the one thing. The other thing was posting the PP, the posting powerful posts is, so if you go to my page, and I've been doing this from when I started last week, was the being consistent with posting at least one picture a day. So I know when I went to a training in Las Vegas in September, they were saying on Sundays and Mondays, people, usually Sundays at least, they are guilty because they went out on Friday and drank and got shit-faced and they feel like crap. And then Saturday woke up depressed because they felt like crap. And then Saturday night, they felt so bad, they went out again. And then Sunday came along and now they're really feeling like shit and they're sad and upset. So Sunday they're scrolling on social media and then they see Jenna and they're like, oh my gosh, like this is what I've been looking for. Jenna didn't even go out this weekend. She hung out with her friends. She ate right. They went out to a really cool restaurant and she still got a workout in. Like, what am I doing? Like that makes people think, right? So I'm not saying that we all can't have fun and have a few drinks because believe me, I can throw them back. But the point is you want to be, so I would say on Sundays and Mondays, a powerful post about working out and like, or your why, or whatever your why is. That this is my why. On Sundays and Mondays, I post usually about something fitness related and how it's changed my life and how I can help other people do that. Then usually Tuesdays are my transformation Tuesdays. I'll do a transformation post, which honestly, I had a girl say, are you going to post these every week? Yeah. Now that you said that, fuck yeah, I'm going to post it every week. And guess what? You're going to see my ass up on Instagram on Transformation Tuesdays and you can enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, you can literally unfriend me and not watch my stuff. So that's the biggest thing is like, it doesn't have to be even like a picture of transformation. Let's say you're not comfortable taking a picture yet. You can do a transformation mentally, right? That's just as big. That's just as big and meaningful as a physical transformation. If anything, a mental transformation is way bigger in the long run than, a body image picture. But so I'll either do a picture of, before and after, or I'll just do one picture, but I make sure it's a transformation, whether it is physical or mental. Wednesday, I'll just do a post that I like to, so you always want, the one thing that she said is you always want to keep your followers guessing. So I went to somebody's page and like on either side, so there's 3 rows on Instagram. On 2 of the sides, she had pictures of herself, and then in the middle, there was always a quote. And she said, you don't want to be doing that because your followers are going to know at some point, all right, where's the quote picture coming? And you don't want that. You want people to go to your page and be like, what did Brittany post today? Like I haven't seen, did she post today? And that you want your your following always guessing what you're going to post. So that's like Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, you can kind of do a mixture. So even if today I posted one with Chico and I said, today's post is brought to you motivation by Chico, who jumped in my selfie today. And I went on about how when I am able to quit my job, I'm looking forward to being able to spend my time with my dogs. And I talked about how if you want to spend time with your children from home, or if you're missing your family or family events, or you have to work on Christmas or whatever holiday, or no holidays if you don't celebrate them, like that's something that I want to help people achieve. Okay. So that's how you can transform a picture with your dog into your business. So it doesn't have to, and I wasn't doing that 3 weeks ago. You'll see a picture of my dog and I was like, happy Pets Day or whatever. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's awesome. Like my pets are cute as hell, but what information did I give them? I want to be giving people free motivation, free encouragement, because I want people to say, you know what? I remember something about containers. Like somebody said something, or like being able to work from home. Like who said that? Oh, it was Michelle. I'm going to reach out to her. I remember reading something of that. And that's what this Lauren girl said, is that you want to be giving away free, good, solid information to people. So when they either see something or read something that has to deal with your why, they're going to think of you and then come to you about that. So, and then on Saturdays, there wasn't anything specific that you had to post or whatever, but just Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays are usually when people feel really bad about themselves and are feeling guilt about the weekend. So that's just the two things I wanted to touch on, was just, I know that posting can be super uncomfortable at times, and it's not always fun. If you're sitting there trying to think of some creative thing to say, I just would give the advice of stepping back. So what I do is I'm like, how am I feeling right now? And then I'll go to Pinterest and look up a quote, and then I'll build my post off of that quote of how I'm feeling. It just helps me be able to talk about something. So if that's something that helps you, I hope so. But just making sure that you at least post once a day is super, super, super important. If you want to post a quote, that's fine. Just make sure that your content is something giving to people. So like I said, they can relate back to your why, how you can help them, and what they're going to achieve. Why is you want to help people with health and fitness. Your how is Beachbody and being able to portion control and not have to weigh foods. And then your what is you'll be able to lose weight, feel great, and hopefully you're going to grow your team, and then you're going to be able to, if you want, either pay off your car, pay off your credit card, or legit quit your job. So those were my takeaways from last week from her. And I plan on kind of trying to touch on two things for the calls from her, just because I think that, like I said, she really does have an outside view of it. So I think it's important just to know that. And I know there's less than a minute left. So
I like that because it's different than what we're used to. I feel like a lot of Beachbody coaches all say the same stuff. So an outsider, I feel like it's good to get different information and switch things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that all of you guys, took the time to get on. It really does mean a lot to Olivia and I, because we do take a lot of time to try to think of stuff to teach you guys or talk about. So if you ever have any topics, post about it, and we'll look up the information and we'll do it. So thank you.
Definitely. Okay. I think in the beginning of the week, we should see what people have, or maybe do a call on just Q&A and have them ask questions. Because if you guys have questions or stuff you want us to touch on each week, then definitely let us know, because we will add them into the calls.
Yeah. I think next week we're going to talk about cycling. Yeah. So. All right. So next week I think we're going to do, I would like to do team cycling. So, and how to grow your team and how to earn.
Talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to do that.
Okay. We have
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.